Hello, this is Judy, and I'm going to show you how to make a face mask. Quick and easy. First, get rid of all that. So, you're going to use a 9-inch piece of fabric. This has cute llamas on it. You can use the same llama fabric if you want and cut a 7-inch square. I just use plain muslin because it doesn't need to be fancy inside, and I get more prints. In between this, I sandwich a piece of interfacing. This is like that woven, whatever it is, that can filter stuff. So that goes in between these two cotton pieces of fabric. I have also used my vacuum cleaner bags. I have a Kirby, and they're all Micron, Magic, HEPA filter, blah, blah, blah. So I cut it into squares, and the paper part peels, kind of comes off. So that's what I've put in between here in place of the fiberfill. But for this one, we'll just use the fiberfill. So first thing to do, line it all up, looks good. Fold it, fold one edge. Fold it again. You can put a pin in it if you want. And then sew right on the edge. Sew, sew, sew. Turn it and do the same thing on this side. And when you're done, it will look like this. It's a different print, I know. So you've got this one has a HEPA filter in the middle. You've sewn the top, you've sewn the bottom, and now you sew the other two sides. Fold it, and when you sew it right along this edge, because you want to have like an opening that you can stick things into. So you sew top and bottom, same thing. And when you're done, it looks like this. Ta-da! So you can see, here's the little opening, and here's the little opening. So what we do is we put a pipe cleaner or a twisty tie. If I use a twisty tie, I kind of bend it in half and scooch it all the way in there and leave it in the middle. But I'm using pipe cleaners now because I have them, and let's use those. So you kind of just scooch it in there like that, and when it's almost in, feel where it is, kind of, push it in, hold it, pull, and ta-da. Now that is for the nose, to shape it around your face at the top. Now this is the fun part. Now you put in the folds. The first fold, I found they fit better if, this is the top, if you fold the first fold up towards the top like that. And the second fold down, and that's maybe big, down. And the third fold also down. That's kind of what you do. It will look like this. Here's the first fold, that folds up again. The second fold folds down. And the third fold also folds down. So when you got all those folds in there, it looks like this. These are all pinned. Here's the little top, because that's the bendy piece. You've got the fold up, 2 folds down, and you are ready to sew again. This is about 7, not quite 7.5, and the side ends up being 3.5, something. Not an exact science. Before you start sewing, you can sew it first, but what I do is I stick my little elastic. This elastic is 7 inches, but it's a very stretchy elastic, so it won't hurt your ears much. Some of the other elastics are a little tighter. When I first did it, I would just sew in the top piece, but don't close this bottom. When you sew down the side, stop before you get to that. Go over and then sew up the side. Another thing, when you get to the elastic, I sew back and forth like 5 times so that it can't pull out. So that's what you're doing. You're going to sew up one side, sew across, sew him in, sew down this side, and let's stick him in there. Now, if that was all sewn, it would look like this. So half of this is sewn, half of this is not. So see how you can see how I kind of did it a lot, boom, and a lot there. This side, we will put the elastic in. Now there's different kinds of elastics. This is a round one, which looks good, but it's a lot harder, and it hurts your ears. So you need to make sure it's big enough. Again, just kind of stick them in there, and then when you start to sew, sew a few times, sew all the way down, Make sure he's in the bottom. And then sew a few times, sew up and around, and then you're done. That's it. So to put it on, I will take this and just show you how to put it on, because just in case you didn't know. So here you go. You have your face mask. Feel for the hard, bendy part. Put that on your nose, kind of fold it. Put it around your ears. Hold it here. Pull it down. And because of the way these folds are, you get a really good seal. And that's it. Ta-da! Happy mask making.